10. No luck. "Look at the moon," said Toby. The moon was red. A cloud of thick black smoke passed in front of it. The boys saw an empty boat and ran towards it. They soon discovered why it was empty. The man wanted a lot of money for his boat. Toby's mother did not want to pay. "Toby," she said, "go to Uncle Oliver's house. Ask him to bring his boat down river to pick us up." "But what if the fire reaches here before we get back?" Toby asked. "Just go," said his mother. "Hurry, please." "I'm coming with you," said Robert. "You don't have to," said Toby. "You can go back to your own home now if you want. You will be much safer there." Robert turned to Lucy. "He's right. We're in great danger here. Grandad will be worried. Shall we go home?" Lucy shook her head. "I'm staying here with Molly to help her mum," she said. "But you go if you want." "I'll stay if you're staying. But if things get too dangerous, promise me that you will go. Don't wait for me." "I promise," said Lucy. By now it was dawn. As they looked back, the boys could see the glow of the fire above the roofs. They hurried away from the choking smoke and ash. It was quieter in this part of the city. People looked out of their windows to see what was happening. They did not look worried. "The fire will never spread this far," they thought. "All their houses will be burned to the ground," said Robert. "I feel so sorry for them." No one looked at Robert's jeans and t-shirt any more. Now that his clothes were black with dirt and ash, they did not look any different to Toby's clothes. For nearly an hour, the boys hurried through the city. When they reached Uncle Oliver's house, they knocked on the door. No one answered. They knocked and knocked until a window opened upstairs and a servant girl appeared. "The master and mistress have gone to your mother's house," she said to Toby. "They heard about the fire in Pudding Lane and they went there to help." "When they return," Toby said to her, "tell them that Molly, Mother and I are on the riverbank near Black Raven Alley. Tell them that Mother's ill and Father's away. Tell them to bring a boat and tell them to hurry. The fire is spreading quickly." "I will," said the servant. "Do you want to come inside?" "No," said Toby. "We haven't time." "What shall we do now?" Robert asked. "Let's see if we can find Uncle Oliver and Aunt Bess," said Toby. But the boys did not see them anywhere. In Thames Street, every house and shop was on fire. It was too hot and too dangerous now. The boys ran from the fire as fast as they could.
Now, it's time for summary. No luck. The boys saw an empty boat and ran towards it. But they knew why it was empty, because the boatman wanted a lot of money for his boat. Toby's mother didn't agree to pay. She asked Toby to go to Uncle Oliver and ask him to bring his boat. Robert asked Lucy to go home, but she refused. She said to her, "If things got too dangerous, promise me that you would go." He went with Toby to Uncle Oliver. People in the other part of the city didn't look worried. They thought the fire wouldn't spread that far. The boys arrived at Uncle Oliver's house, but they didn't find him. They went to find Toby and his family when they heard about the fire. Toby and Robert went back and left them a message. Answer the following. Number 1. Why was the boat empty? Why was the boat empty? Because the boatman wanted a lot of money for it. Because the boatman wanted a lot of money for it. Number 2. Who is Uncle Oliver? Who is Uncle Oliver? Toby's uncle. Toby's uncle. Number 3. Where did Uncle Oliver live? Where did Uncle Oliver live? Near the river. Near the river. Complete the following. The children saw an empty boat and ran towards it. Number 2. Go to Uncle Oliver and ask him to bring his boat. Number 3. If things get too dangerous, promise me that you will go. Now, answer the following. Why weren't the people on the other part of the city worried? Why weren't the people on the other part of the city worried? Because they thought that the fire will never spread far. Number 2. Where did Uncle Oliver and Aunt Bess live? They lived across the river with her family. Number 3. Did the children find Uncle Oliver at home? No, they didn't. Number 4. Did Lucy agree with Robert to go home? No, she didn't. Complete the following. Lucy refused to go home. She stayed with her mother's, Toby's mother, with Toby's mother. Lucy refused to go home. She stayed with Toby's mother. Number 2. People in the other part of the city thought the fire never spread far. Thank you for listening. See you again.